They've been talking the talk. It's now time to walk the walk. This is the Lighthouse Theater. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable.
Here comes the Easton Assassin. The Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. Only 216 pounds, but one of the biggest hitters in heavyweight history.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
And with that, let's go into the ring. And the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Easton, Pennsylvania, here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavy...
Not 2 minutes. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. They exchange punches. Jab slightly off target. Nice counter punch right up the middle. And that left hook doesn't find its target. And he scores with the counter. The crowd is dressed to impress here tonight, and the fighters promise to do the same as we cannot wait for this, our main event.
This is that place you want to say, I fought there, I've been there, and now we are here.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Whoa, Larry Holmes on the back foot. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. On to the second round. Those counter punches have to hurt. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Nice counter. Missing with the left hook. That jab just missed with the left hand. This fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
A win is not just a win for some fighters. They need to feel the blood, the crunch. They need to get that win.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. His stamina is off the charts. There's a counter shot. The courage on display here is incredible. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. about Holmes in that last round? As back. The bell rings and we start the third. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Well, the Eastern Assassin in some trouble here. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Nice counter shot. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than nothing.
That right hook's blocked. The jab not finding its target. Straight right just misses. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, we know they've got... Back at it in round 4. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter. A fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst. Boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
And now they're trying to get into their opponent's head. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. He threw a punch and just got countered. Failing to score with that right hook. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
A perfect counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got... And there's the bell for round 5. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice counter shot. he going to punch himself out, though? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Tom. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What heart! What? And the Bronze Bomber goes down! I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five. And you continue.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout? It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down, you've got to think right.
There's the bell for round 6. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full battle, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
A perfect counter lands. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Is he going to punch himself out, though? What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know,
It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
even I've got to see that again. Red.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Round 7, here we go. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Shot from the...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Oh, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Need to turn this around halfway through.
Stop. ever hope. Remember the fight to Evander Holyfield? He should be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of heart we need to see.
Punch, counter punch. Holding nothing back here in the round. Wow, let's take another look at that.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are right.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round.
You getting soft?
Round 8, and we're off again. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Good counter punch. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Big whiff with the right hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Oh, Larry Holmes now in some real trouble. A pretty lopsided decision.